Green TV, your TV for life.
Today is the 17th day of the 6th month and in the 2023 year, and you're welcome to the maiden edition of Time with Green Schools live here on Green TV. This program has been running on TV for radio for quite a while, and today we find ourselves on TV, and we are here on TV to have fun, to have what we call edutainment, that is education mixed with entertainment. So from today to any other Saturday that will be coming your way here live on Green TV from the hours of 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. we'll be talking about everything around us as students. So from trending topics, trending news, from main discussions, we'll be taking your phone calls, we'll be celebrating our dear student, and of course as part of it today we'll be telling you about Green School. I'm sure some of you may have seen or have watched Green Schools wherever you find yourself. Today you'll be hearing about Green Schools, we'll be talking about to the general manager and a lot of them. So my name is Nana Kofi AJ and I'll be your host, but before I do anything of a sort, I would want to go to my panelists for today and introduce them. Then the rest of the program, as we have, we'll be having them. So if you are ready as I am, let me go into my panelists, starting from my immediate right. From my immediate right, we have
Evans and I, okay.
And you double as?
I double as the general manager, Green Schools.
Okay, so Evans, what would you want to tell us about yourself? We are asked to tell us about who are you? Who is Evans Nane? Okay.
Oh, Evans is quite a very young, affable guy, gentleman, of course. So married, extremely married. Not too
very married.
Very much married.
Okay.
Well, I am a bit educated, if I'm not, blowing things out of proportion, a bit educated. By God's grace, I've been in the media for a while. Now, we, together with a wonderful team of which you are part in.
Okay.
Green School.
Sure.
So basically, that's who I am, and I'm quite a young guy, and then quite I'm down to earth as well.
Down to earth person.
These are the things I can say about.
You can say about yourself.
I think the rest others know. So.
The rest others know. And then when we say shaker, what do you say?
Oh, man.
All right, so that's Evans Nana Yakwe, as we call it. I'll go to the next person after that, and she goes by the name
Vanessa Inimofori.
Vanessa Inimofori. Vanessa, what can you say about yourself? Who is Vanessa?
Okay, so Vanessa is a young, energetic girl. She likes talking. It's true. Also, I'm a student of Ipri Girls Senior High School. Yeah.
Okay, what course are you doing?
I'm offering General Science.
General Science, which house?
Irene Anderson House.
Irene Anderson House. All right, so that's Vanessa, as she just introduced herself. And we will go to the next person on my left.
Mary Akosia Ajiman.
Mary Akosia Ajiman. Mary, what can you say about yourself? Who is Mary?
Mary is an outgoing, outspoken person. She really loves anything about nature. And she's just a general talkative.
A general talkative. Okay. Is that what you can say about yourself?
And also, I'm a student of Wesley Girls High School.
Wesley Girls High School. Which branch?
Cape.
Yeah, I know some people will be offended because I asked which branch, but you know, Wesley Girls, we have Greater Accra, we have Cape Coast, and we even have Kumasi. So the branch. I mean, the only school without a branch, we know this already. Okay, all right. So the next person on my left, we have
Samira Akwasua.
Samira
Soa.
Aqua Soa.
Yes.
What is that? Are you not Aqua Soa?
Yes.
And you said Aqua Soa.
Yes.
I will continue.
I'm a student of Wesley Girls High School. I'm basically a confident young girl, a lover of music. Yes.
Is that what you want to say about yourself?
Yes.
What course are you doing?
Alpha General Arts,
General Arts, okay. And then your house?
Compton House.
Compton House. Ah, that's where Abrina is.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right, then last but not the least person.
So I'm Nana Ekobans. Yeah, so I'm basically a very nice guy.
Yeah. Very nice guy. Okay.
Yeah, I'm quite shy, but I generally open up once I get to know you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Adisadel College. The best college. The
okay.
college.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in Hamlin House, and I offer general science with elective ICT.
Which house are you?
Hamlin House.
Hamlin House. All right, so these are the people that I'll be working with for today. And then, of course, you can see as we've introduced yourself, the energy is there, the vibe is there, and then we are here to have fun and we also educate you, inform you, and entertain you as well. So wherever you are, you can just, as they always say, call a friend to tell another friend that Time with Green School is live on Green TV. And then, of course, we are here to have the fun. So just zooming in, we will start with the very first segment where we talk about the current trends, news that are making wave, and most of the time we concentrate on news that is trending for the week. So without much ado, everybody will be giving us one, and then we will have our comment to pass on it. So let me still go back to Echo. Echo, what is trending from your point?
Well, in the entertainment district, the Grammys celebrate African music with new categories of high life. The Recording Academy, the organization that hosts the Grammy Awards, has announced 2 categories for the 2024 awards show. The Best African Music Performance and Best Alternative Jazz Album. The Best Pop Dance Recording category has also been expanded to include more genres. The Best African Music Performance category will recognize recordings that incorporate unique local expressions from across the African continent. The category also includes, but is not limited to, the following genres: Afrobeat, Afrofusion, Afropop, Afrobeats with an S, Alte, Amapiano, Bongo Flava, Genge, Kizomba, Chimurenga, Highlife, Fuji, Kwasa, and many more. The addition of Highlife and drill music to the Best African Music Performance category is a major victory for Ghanaian musicians. Highlife is a genre of Ghanaian popular music that originated in the early 20th century, while drill music is also a subgenre of hip-hop that originated in Chicago in the early 2010s, but both genres have gained international popularity in recent years.
All right, so I think I would want you to, before then, those of you who don't know Evans Nana Yaokwe is somebody that, when it comes to infotainment, I mean, he's very much endowed there. So I would want to start from you. Evans, is there good news for Ghana with this?
Of course, Kofi. Honestly, when I saw that news, I was a bit happy because, I mean, for a very long time, we've advocated for something of this sort. If you look at high life in general, and how far it has traveled to this time, I think there was a need for it to be recognized. And in fact, if you look at most of these songs that are we term as African music, most of them would have some elements of high life in there. And so I thought, I mean, it's just long overdue. We should have gotten that recognition. Unfortunately, our artists are also, a bit influenced by the environment. Instead of pushing what they have, they would rather look at adopting other people's trend of music and then try. And you cannot, of course, be more than the originator of a particular genre. Okay, so for me, I think it is enough recognition. It is something that it's long overdue. Maybe now we will present, or will be presented with a better opportunity of winning the Grammys, because of course a Ghanaian is here to win one.
To win one. No. But how do you take it? The fact that we always try to sound like the people we are not. Now, most of our Ghanaian trend of music is just trying to pick up from the Nigerian market. Do you think somebody is saying that market-wise it is good because it wants to penetrate the Nigerian market? Some of them are also saying that no, be original, sing as a Ghanaian and make the hit. What do you think?
Kofi, originality is key when it comes to, being awarded. Like I mentioned earlier, there's no way you can be more Catholic than the Pope.
Okay.
So, in effect, if we are looking at Ghanaian music, I think we should look at what really identifies us. And if you look at this whole business about the Grammys, look at those, especially those within the African continent who have been winning some of these Grammys, Angelique Kidjo and co. You realize that there's some great deal of originality in what they present. And Grammys would always be awarding originality instead of, trying to copy or imitate someone. Okay, so for me, people would say, okay, let's try and then move the Nigerian way because they think it is gaining some mileage. But of course, it will lack some originality and you cannot sound like the Nigerian. I know we've tried several times to pick one or two terms or Nigerian terms and infuse them into our music, even though they have also done same. Probably the whole idea of the Nigerian doing that was to try and then infiltrate into our market. So if they infiltrate the Ghanaian market, of course they know they will gain some grounds in Africa, but I'm not sure the whole idea is to infiltrate the Ghanaian market just because they want to win some Grammys. So for me, originality is key, and the Grammys, it's quite clear that they would always award originality.
All right, so it's quite clear that they always award originality. Let me come to you, Samira. Do you think it's a good news for Ghana?
Yes, it's a good news for Ghana. This is because usually Ghanaians, I feel like it's time Ghana has started being recognized, and Africa as a whole has started being recognized by the world in general. Yes, so it's a good news.
Okay, but what about the same question I asked Evans, as compared to now you guys are enjoying the Amapiano? I remember one of the days we're having playing music in school and always saying that play Amapiano, play this, play that. You guys are enjoying the made in Ghana Nigerian music. Do you think that it's about time we switch on to do something that's really made in Ghana? Are you guys going to enjoy the high life as it is?
No, I feel like we should learn from others, because it seems like right now everyone is going for Nigerian type of music, Amapiano, so the music needs to be purchased, and if imitating others is what to make the music go, then why not?
So you prefer we sounding more Ghanaian than or you want the business aspect of it? Don't you think, we people have been singing, this song became Jerusalem. You don't know the lyrics, you just enjoy the rhythm and then you are just dancing to it. Don't you think it's the same way they could also dance to this kind of local high life music?
It all depends on the marketing. And so we can still be original, being Ghanaians, and with poor marketing we won't be out there, but with the right marketing we'll be out there.
Okay.
Yes, so left to me alone, I'll say we should imitate the Amapiano, the Nigerian type of music. Yes.
Okay. Mary, what do you also think?
I feel like I believe in authenticity.
Okay.
So for me, we shouldn't mimic them, because it would be like we're kind of trying to do the same thing like them. So we should be more original, and I feel like people would buy into our original ideas rather than us copying other people.
Okay, but Samira was also saying that we should look at the business aspect of it. They sing Nigerian and its market is good for them, and if you're able to penetrate the Nigerian market, it's quite a huge market. I mean, how many of our artists go there to play shows as compared to artists, the artists coming here to play shows? So basically, we realize that their market is huge. So why don't we sound like them, and then we will get out there?
With originality, people would recognize the
value of your work. They will normally, if you try to mimic them, they'll normally try to compare you guys.
Okay.
And if you are not up to their standard, then you tend being the weaker. So I feel like we should just be original and be ourselves.
All right, she's saying that we should just be original and be ourselves. Let me come to you, Nessa. What do you think? Is it a good news for Ghana? Or you think, no, let's, keep on copying as we are already doing?
Yeah, I would say we should copy, but I would say we should learn from them. Because learning is like, you learn from me, I learn from you.
Okay.
So we can learn from them. Like, they are doing this style of music, and we are seeing that, oh, this is what is trending now. So we can learn from them and like do our music in that same part, but not necessarily copy every single thing they are doing.
Okay.
And that will help it like come out there, because this is trending and I'm doing something similar to this. So if people are searching for this one, obviously you also pop up because like your music is in that same line as theirs. So it's also in a way puts us out there.
Okay. Echo, Black Sherif came out with his own style, which was quite new. Nobody knew about it. And then he came and, he's making waves. He's been to Nigeria and then he's singing out there. So do you think that with our kind of music, we should really stick to it as it is, or like they were saying, there's nothing wrong with copying, so we should just copy?
Well, for me, I agree with Vanessa. We should kind of learn from them. If not exactly to copy them, but see, we use our own way and kind of infuse it with theirs. It will kind of give a better effect to help our music reach out there. And yeah.
So what exactly should we learn from them? Is it their marketing skills, or maybe try to fuse their high life into their kind of music, or how?
Well, it's generally a mixture of everything. You can try fusing a high life with their kind of music, their piano, and see how it goes too. If it's nice, yeah, it's out there. And then even their marketing skills, yeah, we should go with it.
All right, so this is what, Evers, I don't know whether you have anything to say, or I should just move to the next one, learning from what they've said.
I agree with almost all what's has been said so far. Maybe a bit of disagreement with Samira, but that's her opinion, and so we can't begrudge her.
Sure.
Yes, I think that yes, if we are learning from people, there's a difference between learning and copying.
Copying.
Okay, so you could learn. If you are learning, it means, for instance, you are looking at how they are making their sounds, or maybe the instrumentations that they are using.
Okay, the quality of it.
How they are producing the videos, how they are making their industry work.
Okay.
But that does not mean you move from your product.
Okay.
And trying to adopt theirs, and that is where the challenge really is.
Okay.
It's not about the product, it's about how, I think that is where I agree with Samira, the marketing, how we should learn from them how they market their product. Okay, so for me, it's all about marketing, or what we call branding. If you brand your product very well, people buy into it.
It's not in the examination room that you want to learn from somebody's way.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that is what Meko had to say. Samira, what is going on at your end?
Okay, so back to Ghana. An immigration officer falls an attempted kidnapping along the Nsawam-Amasaman highway. An immigration officer stationed at the Kaswa Command of the Ghana Immigration Service, acting on his instincts, was able to foil what could have been an attempted kidnapping of a student. So according to the officer, he's the Assistant Immigration Control Officer of he's Emmanuel Ofosui Champon.
Okay.
And he observed the scene along the highway, Nsawam-Amasaman highway, while on public transport from Nsawam to Dome. So he saw a young girl standing by a parked Camry car.
Okay.
And the car's registration number was GR 366816.
Okay.
And he saw her attempting to enter the car on 3 different occasions. And she eventually was able to get into the car. And the car sped off. So he became suspicious. And he directed the bus driver, the public bus driver, to follow the car. Fortunately for him, there was construction going on the road, so the cars had to slow down. and he was able to order the driver of the Camry to park the car, and he decided to investigate what's going on. So the man was in dreadlocks, and he was able to interrogate the man, and the man told the immigration officer that the student in the car is his niece. But upon asking the girl said that's a lie, and so the immigration officer searched the car, and they found a machete and a pump action gun with 20 rounds.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And so they asked the girl, they tried to interrogate the girl, and she said her friend posted her picture on her WhatsApp status. And the man, the Camry driver, asked for her number. So her friend gave it to the man. And the man called her and told her to meet him at the highway during their midterm break. And she agreed and went. So it could have led to her kidnap if not for the
intervention of the...
Yes.
Wow, interesting. I believe everybody seated here is a bit confused at this very moment. I would want to start from the student, and I'll come to the parent point of view. Echo, what do you make of this? Was the girl too reckless, or what do you think?
Well, I think, yeah, she was quite reckless. Someone you don't know has just suddenly texted you wanting to meet you, and you suddenly agree to go and meet with him. I think that was too reckless, yeah. No, she should have gotten to know him or even gone with a friend or something. Never going alone.
But and then you went there, and then he was standing. I mean, he was in a car, and you realized that I said on 3 occasions she tried to enter the car, and something was pushing her back, and she still went ahead to sit in the car. What do you think was the problem?
I don't know if it was instinct or fear that held her back, but I feel like she kind of had an idea what was going to happen, but she just followed along and tried to sit in the car.
Mary, why do you people take such risks?
Well, I'm not that type to easily trust someone I meet on social media, because you never really know their intent, because they are hiding behind the screen. They can fake their entire life to you, but because yeah, behind the screen, you wouldn't know. So I feel like it was very, I don't want to say, but it was very naive of the girl to...
What word do you actually wanted to use? Or it's not TV friendly? You wanted to say it was very foolish. Okay.
It was very naive of the girl to just believe the man and then just go and meet up with him. It was very naive.
Because you don't know the person from anywhere.
No.
And the person has called you up, oh, meet me here on your midterm. And you actually just went just like that. You didn't even follow up to like, oh, this and this and this or something. You just went and met the guy. Okay, maybe she didn't know that he was going to kill her or anything. But then I'm sure her parents have spoken to her that do not go into cars with like strangers cars. But still, she just went and she just sat in the car. And as the call said, her instincts were telling her not to go into the car, but she still entered the car. So that one, I actually feel it's her fault. If they killed her, it would have been her own.
Samira, what do you think would have happened to her? Well, we don't know. Maybe it could be that the pump action gun in the car was actually for the guy's protection. And oh, well, at this point,
There was no spectators in the car, so like,
yeah,
for his protection.
he uses it to weed the back of his house.
And you keep the gun
20 rounds.
21 ammunition. Maybe he's a hunter. What do you think would have happened to the girl in this situation?
I'm pretty sure she would have died. I'm very sure she could have died. Because, for one, you don't know the man. And I'm not sure she had informed anyone about it.
Like that. Probably the friend that she spoke to.
Yes. And the fact that his accomplice was able to escape, it shows that there was a bad intention. There was something bad behind all that. And so she will have died.
Evans, let me come to you. As a parent or somebody who manages these students, what do you think is the problem?
First and foremost, I think the misuse of social media is quite evident here. Okay. The point really is that if you are way too gullible and you are unable to really see through the fake life people live on social media, if you're not careful, you will fall prey to some of these things. And of course, it is not just limited to school children or people of school going ages, but even some adults as well. So looking at that too, maybe I don't know the details of the story though. What exactly was the conversation all about? What did they talk about? How long have they been
talking to each other?
Was there any affection, some connection that was built on emotions or affection that happened during that particular time that they were getting to know each other? Okay, yeah. So because for me, it would be like she said, it would be a clear case of naivety if she just walked into someone you don't know. Probably they might have spoken for some time.
Yeah.
Develop this, familiarity. One would decide to now go and visit the person. So maybe our parents would have to be extra careful when it comes to. I remember someone just told us not too long ago that, in her attempt to come here, so maybe our parents would have to be extra careful. We clearly would have to start monitoring discussions that our children engage in, especially with people that they don't know. How to do that, for me, I think it is a matter of how you build relationship or your relationship with your child. Some kids are overly defensive. They are certainly not going to give you their phones or so. But if you build this, serious form of communication with your child, I'm sure some of these things you will get snippets of information, and then you can know how to move on. Then, Kofi.
Nessa, so somebody texts you, and let's even forget about the fact that probably this is a way older person texts you, and he goes like, "Oh, my name is so and so. Maybe I'm from Presec, and I got your number from maybe this person who is your friend, and I want to be your friends." Do you actually go that extra mile of wanting to meet this person that you have texted, or you let this friendship end at where you start texting on phone or something?
No, I wouldn't make the initiative of wanting to meet the person. But then if we have the vibe, we are texting, we vibe the same way. Sure, I would like us to keep talking or anything. But then I won't go and say I want to meet you or something. Me myself, I don't even like going out already. So I would not even want to even meet you in the first place.
So for how long would you want to talk to him before you go okay, at this point I think I can meet up with you, so let's meet?
Probably a year or two, because even people I've been with for more than those years, I still
haven't met them. Mary, how long would you want to talk to somebody, an anonymous person that you start talking to, you start vibing with, or how long would it take you to want to meet him?
3 years is a good amount of time to get to know somebody.
3 years. 3 years, Mary. You've talked to the guy, you vibe with the person, and he goes like, "I want to meet you." And Mary, you want to wait for 3 years? Are you sure you will wait for 3 years?
You're never really sure of what a person is. There are a number of situations where people have been catfished. They would send a picture of how they look like, but that's not how they look like. So I feel 3 years, getting to talk to the person, knowing the person, will actually be enough to see if, and within those 3 years, I'm sure if the person has bad intention, there will be some sort of loophole that will give a hint that this person is not to be trusted. So I feel 3 years is a good duration of time to get in.
Or some criminal time.
Finally meet the person.
Samira, is 3 years enough, or how long would you do?
Personally, a year should be enough. But I don't really go out that much. So when I meet you, it ends on WhatsApp.
Okay, that is if the anonymous person texts you and you start vibing, or it all ends on WhatsApp.
It all ends on WhatsApp.
Okay, I mean, his school's in Cape Coast. He wants to visit you in school.
He wants to visit me in school. I'll be in the confines of school. There'll be protection and all that because other people will be around. So sure, you can visit me in school.
And after visiting you in school, now you get to meet the person. Vacation, he wants to meet up with you.
I don't go out often, so it will be very difficult for me to meet up with a person. Because I have trust issues.
Oh, I see.
That's very true.
I see. Anyway, let's not be because of the fact that it can only happen to girls. It can equally happen to guys. Echo, you can be a victim. Echo, how long would you want to text with the person before you want to meet the person? And they can forget the fact that you are told they can still kidnap you.
Well, Kofi, for me, probably about 9 months to a year
Okay.
would be more than enough time for me.
Okay, all right. You are the only one who said 3 years. And Mary, we are still don't know, we're not sure if you would want to do 3 years. Anyway, Mary, take us to what is trending from your side.
Okay, well, there's this veteran Kumawood actor, Boy Siki.
Oh, boy, Siki. That's your guest uncle.
And he has reiterated a prediction that he made 2 years ago, that he will not live past 2024. He predicted in an interview that I won't die through an accident. I will die peacefully. You'll come and find me lying cool in my room. This, he said, is based on a personal covenant that he had with God to succumb to life after a life well lived. Confidence in the Almighty to uphold their covenant, he has started making preparations towards the funeral already.
Interesting.
And according to him, he says he feels like he has accomplished all that he came to earth for. Yeah. And he said, should he fail to die before 2024, he will become a thorn in the flesh for all who know him.
Okay.
Already, he has stepped on a few toes, like annoying people, but he said that the years that come after 2024 will be waves.
Okay.
He made these utterances in the Adom FM Entertainment Hall.
Interesting. Echo, so let me come to you. Echo, would you want to, go on agreement with God and say that, God, when I get to this point, I would want to die? Or maybe when you get there, you want to also start planning your funeral?
For me, no, I would want to enjoy life to the fullest. If my time comes, sure, but once my time is not there...
You're not going to tell God that you come and take you?
Oh.
I see. Okay, Samara, would you want to do something of the sort?
No. I love my life. There are things I've not yet done. And so until if it's God's time, sure, but I'm not going to make that covenant. No.
Mary, what do you think?
Not a chance. I feel like I haven't done enough in life. I've not lived my life to the fullest. So I wouldn't, and even if I have, I would want God to take me at his own time, not a time that I think is suitable. What if he had more planned for me? Yeah.
Nessa, what do you also think?
I don't want to die.
You really want to die?
Not at all. Maybe he's tired of life. That is why he's predicting.
No, he said he feels fulfilled. I mean, he feels fulfilled. Whatever he wanted to, he's gotten them.
He has done it, so
So
he wants to go.
he wants to go.
He should go.
Anyway, before we go for a commercial break, Evans, at least I'm sure by now you have a fair idea of what you want to achieve. Would you tell God that, God, when I get to this point, take me, and would you start planning your funeral?
It depends. I mean, just judging from, the person we are discussing, Obosiki is quite an elderly person. Okay, so if he starts making comments of that nature, you need to situate it in a particular context.
Sure.
Of course, his age. I'm not sure he would have said that if, he was our age. Okay, so clearly he's 60 and above, one who is on retirement and
Sure.
looking to die gracefully. Okay, so for me, that is a non-starter. And everybody has a choice. If you think by 2024 you would have had enough on this earth, why not? You can talk to your God, and then he will take you gracefully.
You go in peace.
Yeah,
you go in
just
peace.
Go and rest in peace.
All right, so this is Time with Green School on Green TV, and at this very moment, this very time, we would want to go for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have more in stock for you. We'll have some of the trending news for you, and we have a main discussion for you and a lot more. Just stick and stay with us. We'll be right back.